Welcome to the behind the scenes video on the film clip for my song Iris. I'm here with my graphics guy Thomas, and we're going to show you how we made the video and some of the cool things that we did. Let's go have a look.
She's got no petrol money.
So this is the initial concept. We're at someone's house. Thomas, you got your phone out, started drawing
This
some
wasn't the actual.
things in filter clip, yeah?
There was a but there was a thing first. There was a thing before this. There was the wasn't this before it?
Oh, I drawn a bit of paper, what I was after, yeah.
Yeah, you drew what you were after first. Or did we do? We did that first, never mind.
Alright, so this is like starting to just get a bit of a...
Idea of what's going on.
Yeah, what do you call it when you expand out like this?
It's like a storyboard.
Storyboard. So this is where we were out once. Tom's got his phone out, wanted to do a bit of a storyboard. So he started to draw it out. I started to give him some concepts and options here. We've got option A. There was one person in the band at the front here, you can see here. Just advance a bit, Thomas.
No, A actually stood for, there was three people. There was person
Oh,
A,
yes,
person
A was
B,
shot A.
person C.
Yeah, good.
No, there's person A, person B, and person C.
Oh, okay.
And it was, this is a zoom up on person A.
Yep.
And we said this is a zoom up on person
Oh,
B.
yeah.
And this is person C.
See, sitting at the front, yep. And then a group shot, yeah?
that
So
was
we go a
it.
bit further, then we wanted a group shot. Yeah,
Group
great.
shot.
Then what was next?
And then, if I remember correctly, we wanted some sort of, like the lights.
I want to see the stage with lights on the side. That's it, yep.
Yeah.
Alright, next again.
They don't look like lights, but oh well. And then we wanted like what was the place called? Like Red Rocks or something?
Just a big crowd shot in
There was-
sandstone or sort of thing or something. But
There was a place you got inspiration from.
yeah, with just lots of people on it. And then advance,
And-
what do we want to do with them?
And then it was like some panning type
Oh,
shot.
panning across, yep.
Yeah, panning shot. And then we wanted like some nighttime zombie thing.
Yes. Whole sort of vibe of it, didn't we? Yep.
And then it's just the same
Zombie
shots.
band, yep.
Oh, and then we wanted like a moving speaker.
Oh, that's right, the pumping speakers, yep. I forgot you'd done this in the mock-up.
I think, is this like a close up?
Oh, the jumping
people.
People jumping in the crowd, yep, nice.
So we wanted jumping people. And then same thing but nighttime.
Green, yep. Okay.
And
Nice.
then after this, moved on to the bit of paper, which had all the sort of things you wanted listed, as well as an idea of the stage.
Yeah, we started to have our shot list, yeah. Band close-ups, flyby of the crowd, pumping the speakers, jumping audience, zombies, yep.
Yeah, so they
Just
were
get
all
the shots, yeah.
listed. And then I did some.
Oh,
First
because we wanted
designs?
people moving, that's right. And you
So this was early design for lighting, because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do to figure out how to get lighting. So I was trying to do some color lighting here. It didn't work out. So then I also had an idea of moving people, wasn't it?
Yeah, I wanted people moving slowly, and we were trying to think of, or you were trying to think of the engineering of that. And you've got here people moving in water.
Yeah, so there would be water, but the water would be hidden. So I'd
Yep.
probably put something over the top in like a texture pack so that you can't tell that there's a hole underneath it.
Yeah. I can't remember why we didn't go with this. I think maybe that...
I think you didn't you changed your idea later on.
Yeah, I
maybe.
did, that's right, yeah.
Okay.
Cool idea though.
Yeah, okay, so here's the band.
So yeah, so this is the actual world that we did the recording in, yeah?
Yeah, so this is without any things on it. So so as you can see in the actual video, this is like the cover art and stuff. So there's a resource pack for that, and I haven't
Okay, yeah,
put that in yet.
Yep, cool. We'll get back to that later.
But
We've got the working light. So back here is all the workings of the main area. Plus, let's just move here into the test area. So
this is,
what did you start with first?
I think we were starting with this, and what it was is it was just, we got this color palette,
Yep.
and then I asked you what you kind of liked, and you kind of picked out some blocks, and then I got to this sort of design here, and then I think one of the main reasons you liked it was because with the shaders on, these will glow like.
Yes, the glowing, that was
Yeah.
great, yep. And then the side walls just had this dripping sort of
You can see there's all like
movement to it, yeah.
stuff. I don't know what to call it. And then we had this speaker, so to get the design from the storyboard.
Effect, yeah.
And then all it is just some stuff. It's just
Redstone
moving
magic.
redstone stuff and just moving pieces.
Yeah, nice.
And then I ran into a problem. I had to use a different block to make the thing work. So then that meant we had to use a texture pack. So I think that's why we started to experiment with using resource packs,
Okay.
texture packs and stuff. And then this was one of the early designs for the lights.
Well, can you just go to the front? Let's have a look at the front. See.
Yep, I can go there.
Yeah, so all that sort of how you made this work.
Yeah.
All right, let's
It's
go with
all
that.
I just thought I'd say this is all kind of, it's not really random, which is one of the reasons why I didn't continue with this design.
So okay,
Because
this
a lot
is
of
the
it's
final design.
no,
okay.
because a lot of this is all like going at the same time.
Okay.
I want them all randomized, which is where this stuff comes in. Bit complicated.
The beast.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, so I don't think we'll go into how this redstone actually works. I just wanted to show
And I'm just gonna turn
how
off.
much work is actually in it.
I'm just gonna turn off the sounds because it's going through my headphones and you can hear it.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, so we can see from the back how much effort's gone into this, and onto the top we can see this is all.
there's all
moving
stuff.
pistons, yeah.
So it's all just a bunch of random. All these things do is they just offset the speed that these move at. So that way I just pressed randomly until I ended up with a bunch of randomness. I
Yeah,
guess.
great. Okay, yeah, cool.
And then that created this effect.
So can we turn the glow on for the? Oh, and then we'll get down to the texture pack later. Yeah.
I can turn on the if you mean the shaders, I can do that. Where are the settings? I forgot where they are.
Okay. Yep. So this is what you brought to me.
So they're all-
Totally wasn't expecting this. It was fantastic. All the different colours and shades. So just spent some time thinking about how we wanted to look.
Yeah, so we kind of just grabbed a bunch of random blocks that I thought looked cool. I'm pretty sure this was when a lot of them were added into Minecraft, so I think I just must have wanted to lay them all out and I thought it looked cool. So
Yeah.
I can't remember the sort
Yeah,
of
nice. And then once we had that sort of, how many? So we just chose like a handful out of this.
Yeah, I think you just went and I just got rid of a bunch until there was a couple that you liked.
And that just formed the final design, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, so we're now in the final, what do you call it, texture pack for...
Yeah.
So beforehand we saw there was just some random pictures at the back of the stage.
Yeah.
If we zoom in we can see that you've added the cover art
Right.
on top of those.
And
You also created the keyboards.
yeah,
You
so
had
I
to
made the
create them
keyboards.
yourself.
And the thing with this is the how it works is there's a folder for all the textures in Minecraft, and you can modify them if you want. So what I had to do was I had to find certain blocks for certain things. Like I found paintings to get that, or with it's called a daylight detector. So with the keyboard, and what the daylight detector does is it's one of those blocks where it has two different textures. So if I want it to detect day, it has a different one for night. So that means that I can make two different textures. So the issue was
right.
the keyboard was always facing the wrong direction.
Oh, yeah.
So then because I was able to get the daylight detector, I could pick which direction it would face.
Nice.
Because there's two textures built into it.
Nice.
Same with this block. Same with this block here. It had like 4 different textures. So that's how I was able to get the colored
Which is that the block they're standing on?
Yeah. So that's how
Okay.
I got the colored lights. I mean,
right,
color
okay.
is because it would change because there's multiple different textures.
Yeah, right, okay.
And then, like you can see here, earlier it was a totally different block, but now it's the this one. Stuff like that.
Yeah, okay. And do you have to make the microphone?
Yeah, the microphone as well. So a lot of it's just there's like little things here because it's meant to be a torch.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just kind of looking at things that look like what I'm after, and then
Yeah, right,
just
okay.
modifying them to look more like it.
Yeah, great. And we've got some jumping people over there.
Oh yeah, there's the jumping,
pistons.
and then there's these pistons. So to do that, how I achieved it is it was just some redstone, and then the redstone just goes out to these blocks, and those blocks are the blocks that are they're the ones in that little gap
Oh,
there.
yeah.
So they're behind the pistons. So that way the redstone goes through to the pistons without revealing the redstone.
Yep, great. And the floating lights, how do you power them? Do they need to be powered, or they?
Oh no, they're just, how they work is we're going to put the shaders on. This block glows.
Should we do that now? Let's do that now.
I don't know how to do that.
Oh, okay.
I lost the
That's the
shade
thing we're
thing.
trying for. Okay.
Yeah, I'll hopefully I can remember how to figure out what I'm doing.
All right. So how do we get to the zombie world?
Oh, the zombie world. Yeah, that's easy. So that one, what I did was I got the file for the world, and I just duplicated it.
So the same world we built,
Same world,
just copied it
just copied it,
and gave it a new texture pack.
just modified it a bit, yeah.
Okay.
So mostly what I did, the only difference is that I just went through, what I did was I went through and I changed things. So like these faces, I changed them.
Mm-hmm.
So that there were the mobs in the game.
Yeah.
And then I changed these faces as well.
Oh, yeah.
Just a few minor things like that, and also just changing the sky to be night rather than day.
Okay, yeah.
And then I just saved it as a different file in case we wanted to change anything else.
Right. Great.
So this is replay mod, and what it is it just lets me move around wherever I want.
So so we can see behind right now.
Yeah, and
The player, but the player,
I mean,
if you turn around, so that's you actually just standing
that's
there.
not me.
Oh, okay. Cut that.
That's me there. I'm invisible, so that way I can record.
So how you do this is your character in here.
So this is a mod, and what it does is, so when you load into something into Minecraft, what it does is it saves the world around your player. So wherever you go to, it'll save like around
Just
it.
like in 360, eh?
Yeah. So in this case, I was recording some shots of this for this video. So what I did was I loaded it up, and then so what you can do is you can move around freely, and you can like rotate and stuff.
So you can basically put your camera anywhere that you want.
Anywhere that you want. So this is how I achieved the video.
Okay.
And so in here there's this timeline, and you can just set like time keyframes and position keyframes and stuff. So then that way you can play camera paths.
so you can
So
set
this is
okay.
how you'd get a shot.
So you'd say start here, end here, take this amount of time to pan.
Yeah. So
Great,
then
okay.
when recording for the, so they look like this.
Oh, so we can see the parts. Okay, so that's
Yeah.
the start, that's the end. Yep. And that's the camera just
That's
on
where
there.
the camera is right now.
Great. Yep. Okay. Cool.
So then what that means is for the entire video, what I basically would do is, let's say I want a shot and I'm over here and I want to go from here and I want to just zoom in like this
So you like a curve.
and then
Big
go like
curve too,
that.
yeah? Oh, nice.
So
okay.
then if I want something like that, what I would have to do is I'd figure out where I want to start. So let's say I want to start here.
Yep.
I'll remove these keyframes and add new ones. So then I'd set the time, I'd set where I want to be. Then let's say I want to go down to here. For example, let's say like, I don't know, here.
Yep.
So I want to move all the way down to like that.
Yep.
So then I would go, okay, I want to play. And you can see the lights are moving and stuff. So that means it's going through in time. And then once I think, okay, that's enough, I'll remove these things since I don't need them. And then I'd go and I'd add.
So you just got to use your
new
intuition
keyframes.
there, yeah, to say how much time.
Yeah, I just kind of.
You can come back and change it.
Yeah, I can change it if I want. It's just kind of figuring out what I kind of want.
And this is it happening now.
And then it's gonna make the camera path.
Right.
So then it'll go through.
And then if you didn't like this, you can go back and just redo it.
Yeah, so let's say, for example, I'm happy with that, and I think, okay, next I want to go, and I want to go like this. So then what I would do for that is I would then press play again, let things move. I would then go, okay, I think that's enough. I'll pause that, add some more keyframes, and then let's say, for example, I then want to just go really fast forward to like, I don't know, here. I'd press play, and let's say I want it really quickly so I don't leave much time. Add new keyframe, and then see if I'm happy with it.
Right.
And then I might end up something like this.
Nice.
So then that's basically what I would do for each individual shot, and then I just delete the keyframes and restart for the new shots.
Right. Okay. And that's how we did one at the end. Where there was like this big spinning shot. There was
That's how I did every single shot in the entire video.
big pans and everything. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, even like small things like when I think there's a still frame at one point. So that would be, I would set it up. And I can't remember if I ended up using replay mod, but you can also set screenshots in the game. So I think I just set a screenshot and just pressed F2, and then it sets up this screenshot menu. So then I'd take the screenshot.
And then you just added it back in, you were using Shotcut at the time, yeah?
Yeah, so now I use
Pieced it all
DaVinci
together.
Resolve, but back then I would use Shotcut, yeah.
This piece, so you pieced the video and the...
So I just grab the things, and they end up in this one folder. So I just have them all there,
Okay,
and that's how I'd film the video.
fantastic. All right, so just wrapping this up, what sort of things do you... I guess the things I enjoyed about this process was having that area at the back where you just did all the test. And I think we didn't say no to any idea, right?
It was just kind of, let's just do it, and I think we had a bunch of these shots that we just ended up scrapping, but I just kept them there.
So just try everything, see what works, whatever doesn't, just turf, doesn't matter.
Yeah, like I learnt a lot about how to modify textures and things, so that was good.
Thanks for watching the making of. We're going to cut to and show the entire video with the audio of the song, and
Yeah, the final product, pretty much.
yeah, enjoy.
Sipping tea, 33, riding home about it. Lives in a car, can't go far, she's got no petrol money. Left a job, off a slub, keyboard muffin crumbs. Couldn't sell, client hell, not built for office mama. Days and a weeks, it's my peak, being something other days and a weeks. Feel a freak, should I even bother? Shabby digs, playing gigs at the country cellar. Going long, writing songs up into the AM. Days and a weeks, it's my peak, being something other days.